Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Rees Rose and I'm here to bring a message to whomever this resonates with. Risings, by the way, I know I mentioned this in the last video. If you did not catch that, it is the wee hours in the morning, okay? Dawn did not even crack yet, so the lighting is a lot different. My mood is a little mellow. I'm the only one up now and I do not want to disturb anyone's peace, okay? Plus I just, like, it's the morning, okay? Why would I be so turned? So energy is a lot different than what I normally record and come on here. But all right, nevertheless, let's dive into the message that you guys need to hear from me right now. Heads up. So we have a warning. Restore. Morning. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just be straight up with you guys. It looks as if there's going to be some type of departure, some type of separation, okay? Restore sits as the overall energy. It's a coming back to self. Maybe recently you got yourself too caught up in a person, place, thing, some type of situation where it drained you of your energy. It took a lot of your power away, okay? You forgot who you were for a minute. Heads up came up first because it's like, yo, heads up. You may mourn what is to come. However, what is important right now is that you restore yourself. Because Jade, get down. Jade. Cats don't listen, man. They don't listen. Get down. Still not listening. All right. Heads up is in line with mourning. All right. So the good part is you will be healing. It will feel better to come back to yourself. However, it may hurt a little bit. It may sting a little bit. Okay, you may have a little bit of a wound there, where it's not something you actually want to do. It's not something that feels good, but you're being pushed to do this because Source does not want you to lose yourself. All right, so heads up, restore, and mourning. This is a warning that you are about to come back to yourself because where you are right now, you've gotten yourself involved in something that does not resonate with you anymore. That timeline is actually closing, and maybe it's closing a little too fast for you because you did not see it coming. However, this is what's best. Okay, so let's tap into the tarot to see. Oh, damn, these cards are jumping out. Okay, I saw 10 cards. 2 cards that signify happiness and family. Hold on, give me a second. Because it didn't come out, but I saw it. All right. 4 of Cups. Oh, this is not something that you actually want to do. But also, you are a little, you're not the happiest in your situation right now. It's a little disappointing where you are, okay? You're waiting for Source to make things better. You're waiting for some type of change. Excuse me, you feel as if your emotions are compromised right now. And with this 4 of Cups, it's like you have 3 cups in front of you. Like, yeah, this is a nice situation. However, God, I want you to bring me the ultimate cup. And not to say you want God to bring you the ultimate cup from somewhere else, but you just want the ultimate cup from that situation. Which is why I was like, you know, it might suck a little bit for you. Even though the situation is not for you, you kind of wanted it to be. That's this 4 of Cups, okay? So it's disappointment here where it's just like, damn, I really wanted you to be it. Or I really wanted this situation to be it. I really wanted it to work out. And I was waiting for God to do his thing. But honestly, the cup that you're about to be offered is the restoration cup for yourself. This is your chalice, okay? So, let me see what the next card is. Ooh, the 8 of Cups. You are leaving a situation, y'all. Hold on. Okay. I'm not crying at all. My eyes. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so you are leaving a situation, all right? We know you wanted this to be it, but the truth is it's not. And you're being pushed in a direction to follow your heart, to follow your path before it's too late. Okay, that's why the heads up in the morning is here, because it's like, all right, we know you wanted this situation to be it. And the more you stay in a situation that's not for you, the harder it'll be to leave later, and the more damage you will do to yourself. You are only hurting yourself by doing this. All right, maybe you're trying to be a people pleaser. Maybe you're trying to consider the other person, the other party, whatever, your environment, wherever it is that you need to leave. You're putting something before you, and don't do that. okay? Because you will definitely lose yourself. The overall energy for the oracle cards over here is restore. So there's a coming back to yourself that you need to do, that source is trying to make happen for you, that source is trying to embed you in. This is the energy that you are to embed yourself in right now, because in the event that you don't, it's going to be tough later on, okay? So the Eight of Cups, you are for sure leaving something, all right? And it's going to be an emotional departure. It might sting a little bit. It might hurt a little bit. You might need some time to cry it out, some time to heal. There's a lot of cups on the table, okay? Lots of water, mourning, all this stuff. Like, you may need some time to heal, but trust me, there will be a coming back to yourself. Five of Cups. Nothing but cups, okay? The overall energy in the tarot right now is crying over spilled milk. Like I said, it may suck at first, but technically you would be crying over spilled milk. At the very least, you are coming to yourself, okay? It may suck right now, but later on you will see that this was great change. Five of Cups, that's the number of change, and it sits as the overall energy. This was great change, okay? And it's better to have happened now than to have happened 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when you're in too deep, where there's just too much of an attachment, and that cord is a lot harder to cut, okay? Maybe this is fresh. Maybe this is fresh energy wherever you got yourself involved in this person, place, thing. Maybe it just happened, okay? But you had high hopes for it. This Five of Cups is not going to be as bad as you think, okay? You got yourself emotionally involved, which is why you're going to feel the feels, okay? Your heart is in it. However, you will be better off without the situation. You will be better off once you cut the cord. I do not want to sound pessimistic, y'all. I'm literally just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. I promise this comes with a message, okay? You're coming to yourself. You are coming back to yourself. I don't want to just sound like a hater and be like, oh, leave that person, leave that place, leave that situation. No, I'm not saying it like that. What I am saying, though, is choosing yourself is always best. And in this message, they absolutely want you to put yourself first. The Ace of Wands, you have a brand new beginning that awaits you, okay? And this brand new beginning wants to happen for you right now. I know some of you guys want things to happen right now. You're like, all right, so I have to do this, I have to do that. I have to make sure, like, you're trying to get all your ducks in a row as you're in this situation, as you're surrounded by this person, this place, or thing, okay? You're trying to like orchestrate things so that it can work, but it's not working simply because this person, this place, thing is not supposed to be in your life. They're acting as a block, okay? There's an imbalance here. It's not synchronized at all. Definitely misalignment. So with this Ace of Wands sitting in line with this Eight of Cups, it's like the minute you walk away from this situation, you're walking right into that brand new beginning. You have a new beginning that awaits you. Of course, it's a new beginning that's you coming to yourself, but it's a lot of things that are on the other side of this as well. Things that you wanted to make happen. It's not to say those things couldn't happen. It just couldn't happen when you were around this whatever. Okay, you have to walk away from that in order to see this new beginning through. And here it is. All right, so all the beautiful things that you desired, all the things that you wanted, it's yours, it's to come. It just couldn't happen over here. Nine of Swords, you're in your head. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands. Oh boy, okay, so your emotions and your feelings are absolutely involved, but there's something for you to take from this. The Page of Cups is new when it comes to, like, I'll use love, all right? Page of Cups is kind of new when it comes to love. Like, there's a lot of lessons that the page would have to learn. It's like, oh, well, you thought this was it, huh? And it's not like taunting you or anything, but it's like, hey, you thought it was it, huh? But, you know, I'm gonna show you something deeper than surface level. I'm gonna show you something deeper than infatuation, because that sits right next to this Knight of Wands card. So it's giving infatuation, okay? Something surface level, something that was here today and kind of gone tomorrow. The Knight of Wands is a very quick card, all right? Knight of Wands. Maybe this is somebody, if you were involved with somebody, maybe this is somebody who was just thinking sexually. Maybe it could have started sexually, and then it just evolved into something over time. You have the Nine of Swords in line with this Four of Cups. Your fears and anxieties, things that keep you up at night. You're overthinking. You're like, is this really it? So maybe somewhere in the back of your head, you actually knew that maybe this wasn't it, because you had all these thoughts that were coming up and you're like, and you tried to quiet those thoughts, like, yeah, no, that's just me overthinking. And I don't think it was, I think that was just the nudges giving you the heads up, like, something's off here. So you had a couple of fears and anxieties, but not only that, moving forward, you may feel fearful, thinking that, I'm making the wrong decision by cutting this person off. I'm making the wrong decision, or I'm being too impulsive by making this decision right now. And honestly, you're not. You're not. Like I said, it's a warning, it's a heads up. You have all these things going on, cat behavior. You have all these things going on right now in your frequency that's like flashing the lights at you, trying to get your attention, like, hey, do this now, do this now, do this now, because if you don't, you're gonna regret it, you're gonna regret it. Okay, so oof. Like I said, I did not want to sound pessimistic when I said that, but I love you guys deeply. I promise I do. Let me get one oracle card out of this deck, the Lover's Oracle. This is by Spiritual Infusion 1111. She has an awesome channel, but more specifically, these cards were given to me by my girl, Spiritual Lover's Oracle. My girl is doing her thing on Patreon right now. So in the event that anybody has Patreon, go ahead and check out her channel if you haven't already, all right? She's an awesome reader, awesome channel, and a very beautiful soul. She's really sweet. But all right, let me get one oracle deck out of here. All right, what do we have? Do you feel when our energies merge as one? Oh, I feel crazy in love with you. Wow, I want to get several oracle cards from here. Do you feel when our energies merge as one? I feel crazy in love with you. So you guys could have collided really fast. This might just be somebody who you are emotionally involved in. Absolutely, because there's mad cups. Like, there's a lot of cups here, okay? So maybe this is something that this person wants to tell you. Do you feel when our energies merge as one? I feel crazy in love with you. And maybe that crazy in love is a red flag, okay? Because you don't want to be crazy in love. You want to be grounded in love. You want to be healthy in love. This should be something that, is positive, all right? So I know I mentioned the word infatuation when I saw this Page of Cups and this Knight of Wands. It could have started as a spark where, y'all felt crazy in love, like, oh, this is the one, this is it. And maybe y'all just went full throttle, and sometimes you go nowhere fast, okay? You just pressed up gas and you just crash into the wall like some crash dummies. Oof. Give me a second. Let me pick one more. Well, two more. I've never been able to express how much you truly mean to me due to past trauma. So yeah, there's some trauma on the table right now, and that could be what is getting in the way. Honestly, people can change, but I don't even want to tap into that. I'm putting that out there because that's what this says. Maybe the person can change later on. Right now, what you are to do is to protect yourself, okay? You need to put yourself first, because what's happening right now is not healthy for you, okay? So maybe you guys are at, I don't want to say at each other's heads. Y'all are at odds right now, okay? You guys are not in communication. And it could be that something, because, we always have to deal with the ups and downs. Nothing can always be like, oh, we're crazy in love right now. It can't just always be that forever. You're going to have to see other sides of this person. You're going to have to see how your personalities mesh and merge on different levels, okay? And maybe those other things have surfaced where it's an opportunity for you guys to mesh and merge different personalities, but now you're realizing like, I don't know if this could actually work right now. And right now, what you are to do is to put yourself first, because maybe in the past, like I said, some of you guys could have been people pleasing. You were putting other emotions, people, things before yourself, and you got too lost in a sauce, okay? So I've never been able to express how much you truly mean to me due to past trauma. I really feel as if this is the other person saying all of this. Whoa. Hold on, y'all. You've changed me for the better. I am breaking generational curses and moving towards you. Interesting, because this deck is full of so much, okay? So much. And honestly, all of these cards that came out are positive, which is a little heart-wrenching, man. I hope this person feels for you. they do. This person does not necessarily want to hurt you, okay? It just feels as if maybe not right now. How things are unfolding, not right now, okay? There's a lot of fears and anxieties because maybe your communication styles are different. How you guys are supposed to handle whatever surfaced on the table is not being handled as smoothly as you wanted. And this is a red flag for you because usually in the past, you're like, okay, well, what can I do for things to get better? What decisions do I have to make in order for us to be on the same page? Oh, I know, I could just do this. And usually you're doing this is putting them before you. So now you have no place in this situation at all, which is not healthy. Okay, that is why Source is giving you the warning and the heads up to restore yourself now while it's not too late. Okay, you do not want to get too lost in this source. I know this person is saying how much they love you. I know this person is showing up for you, and they making it seem as if, you know, like, oh, well, I am madly in love with you, like I want to do this. And like, yes, that is all good, but sometimes that is not everything. We have to look at everything else. Okay, how do you guys handle conflicts? How do you guys handle disagreements? Wow, my goodness. Let me get one card out of here. That's why I was trying to, I knew I was supposed to say that. I was just like, I don't want to sound so pessimistic here and be like, oh, okay, well, you know, this ain't it, get out of here. Because it's not necessarily that. It is a heads up though. Source is trying to save your heart, your emotions, yourself. Because before you would just go out and put your heart out there, just like rip it out your chest and put it out there and be like, hey, you know what, I'm all for you. And that person before would just be like, see, I knew you love me, and just harvest your heart and walk away with it. And it's like, now you have no heart. Now your heart totally lies in this person's hands. And it takes two to tango, okay? So yes, we can be deeply in love with somebody, but you still have to ground your individuality first and make that a priority, okay? Same thing with this person. As long as y'all are both doing that, then we can meet each other, okay? As long as we are focusing on a bigger picture, we are both focused on Source, because when you ground yourself and you put yourself first, that is you being in line with your divine energy, okay? That's you being grounded in Source. So as long as we're both focused on Source, then we will constantly meet each other. But as long as you're like surface level, really dense with it, you know, you're not going to get there. It'll just be straight infatuation. Like, we see each other, yes, but like it's too much distance. It's too much distance. We're not resonating. We're not connecting. Let me get one card out of here and I will let you guys go with love. Promise. Said all of that with love. Determination. Face challenges with determination. You can achieve anything. This is a challenge right now, okay? Maybe you guys are at odds. Maybe you guys are at odds and this person loves you. They feel for you, and I'm sure you love this person as well. That's why I was like, separating from this person is going to hurt a little bit because your heart is all the way in it. It's going to feel uncomfortable. You're not necessarily going to feel good about what you have to do. But hey, you know, Five of Cups is the overall energy. You might be crying over spilled milk. Like I said, the cards can always change. This person, the situation, things can always change. It's just right now you need to put yourself first, okay? You need to separate from this person. And maybe it's not for long. Maybe it's just for a period of time. It's just what you're dealing with right now. It could get too messy where you're like, all right, well, how do I fix it? I know how I can fix it. And you're in people-pleasing energy. And no, we are not doing that, okay? So face challenges with determination. Be determined to know that, you know, I'm doing the right thing. I'm doing this in the healthiest of ways. Even though I know that I love you, even though I know I'm going to miss you, even though I know my heart is in it, I'm going to put myself first, okay? And hey, we got this Ace of Wands. Who's to say that on the other side, this person isn't there as well, okay? There's a new beginning that is to come. You just have to let go of this. You have to put this stuff to rest, okay? Whatever you guys are dealing with right now, whatever's in this energy is not good, it's not the healthiest, and it's not gonna last, all right? So, put yourself first. Just go ahead and go with the flow with your alignment with God. God's trying to move you right now. Just move it Source, okay? Move it Source. Be determined to see it through, and trust me, everything will feel better on the other side. You will restore yourself. You will heal the part of you that feels as if you're unworthy to put yourself first, all right? All right, guys, I love you so much. Do want to remind you guys that my readings are open for bookings. In the event that you are curious, would like some spiritual insight, I do want to thank you for choosing me in advance for your spiritual guide. Contact the email listed in my description box below and allow up to 48 hours for a return time. All right? I love you guys so much. Bye.